off. You're gonna want a little bit of wall space, a little bit of weights, You want one set of weights. We're starting with our arm circles, nice and big, both directions. Get those shoulders to loosen up. Start to raise our core temperature a little bit. I went with a friend yesterday and we were like running some stairs and then did a little throwback and we were playing catch. Oh my God, I feel like my arm's gonna fall off today. My shoulder's so sore, my elbow's sore. Like, how did I do this? We'll do some arm swings. And then we'll move into our low body, starting with our leg swings. We'll go side to side, really pulling from that oblique, lateral glute, lateral leg in general, and then pull with the inner thigh. And we'll switch. Oh my gosh, like my shins are sore. Everything hurts. This is gonna be interesting. Now we'll go front and back. Hip flexors loosen. Glutes, hamstrings loosen. And switch. Excellent. Now we'll move into our body weight exercises, starting with our hip hinges. We're just hinging at the hips, sticking our butt to the back wall, thinking about creating length in our hamstrings. Sorry. And then we're thinking about squeezing those hamstrings tight to straighten us back upright. And we're back and forth here for about 8. Start to feel that low back loosen up for you. Good. From there, we're going to move into our squat. So same setup, toes may turn out just a little, but nothing major. And we're just going to sit back in our heels. Butt goes to the ground. Thighs get parallel to the floor. And then we push our heels against the ground to stand us back to upright. Same deal, about 8 to 10 here. And then take this warm up where you need it. I'm just gonna explain the squat jumps, mountain climbers and wall sits, even though I think you guys understand them. So we'll alternate between squat jumps and mountain climbers because 10 rounds of anything is too much for me. So squat jumps, you guys know the drill. We're set up just like we were for our squats. We squat, touch the ground, feet jump in, out, in, out. We're trying to minimize the amount of time our feet spend in one spot. So that is, in essence, just increasing our rep count. Make sure we're not like bending over, but we're really staying in our legs to come in, out, in, out. When we're not doing the squat jumps, we're doing mountain climbers. So we have ourselves in a good high plank position, hands under shoulders, corkscrew those hands into the ground, butts tucked down, and we're just driving our knees straight forward, maintaining nice straight line through our back. And then our wall sits, you know, I'll dive into more as we get to, but you just want to get yourself against the wall, put your shoulders back against it, low back against it, and then we drop. Legs will get to 90, our knees will get to 90, and we're going to try and stay there the whole time. So every round is 3 minutes here. And for these around the world squats, you can either take 2 weights, one by each side, or just hold one up at your chest. And I want you to think about having basically 6 different contact points for your lunges, 3 on the right, 3 on the left, and we shuffle through those. So we will start with this. So wherever you choose your weight, we're gonna go forward, push back to center, out to the side, push back to center, and then backwards, all on one leg. Then you go backwards, other leg, out to the side, and then front, center, and we're just here for 90 seconds. I want you to think about pushing off that moving leg each time to return back to that center point. Think about nice, tight core the whole time. We're not letting that front knee shift over our front toes. So we do that by being sure when we lunge out, we lunge far enough. When we go out to the side, we keep our weight in our heels. Good. We have 20 more seconds here. Then we're in to this first round of squat jumps. Stay consistent. Trying to hold your balance. Good. Weight down. Just 30 seconds here of cardio. Not lots of cardio today. Remember, the goal is to shoot that heart rate up during this, and then we have the active recovery part coming. Push yourself. I know we're still warming up a bit. Good, to the wall. We go for our first wall sit. So, we pull that back against the wall. I want you to think about your low back going all the way against the wall. Even that curve in our low back, push it up against the wall. That's going to engage your core. Shoulders stay pulled back. Our ankles are right under our knees, and our knees are down at 90. This is our position for every single wall sit. We've got 10 of them. If you feel like this isn't enough for you, you can always add bicep curls here or dumbbell rainbows. Maybe you add some calf raises. But we're going to get very comfortable in this position today. Good, relax. First round, already done, piece of cake. Next round, we have a little, obviously, core work, lat work. You're gonna want both your dumbbells here, grab a quick drink of water, and then meet me in a high plank with your weights under your shoulders. All right, so we have plank row to rotate. So we get ourselves up in a high plank. With one arm, we row our elbow tight, rotate and punch that up towards the ceiling. Return to center, row, rotate. Return to center, row, rotate. When you rotate, you should end up completely on the outside of one foot and the inside of the other. Always the option here to drop to your knees, or if you just want to take this to a plank with a row, that's just fine too. I want you to think about stability here. We're not wiggling all over the place. When we rotate, we're tapping into our core. Stay with this. We're almost there. Then we just get our dumbbells out of the side or out of the way, and we're in mountain climbers for cardio this time. 10 more seconds here. Stay in it. Butt stays down. Good. Weights to the side. Mountain climbers, 30 seconds. Corkscrew those hands. Drive those knees. Control your tempo. You can do anything for 30 seconds, I promise you. Good, that's done. To the wall. Another wall sit. Get down in it. Once you're hustling to the wall, remember this wall sit is being treated as active recovery. So we're still working, but we're trying to slow that heart rate down. So think about your heart rate slowing down. We honestly have a lot of control of our heart rate, especially when we're working out, not tons of control, but if you cue your body into you're not working hard, it will slow down. A lot of times we send ourselves into that panic. So while we're in these wall sits, think about big inhales through your nose, exhales through your mouth, slowing that heart rate down before we shoot it up again in that exercise. Excellent. Round 2, already done. Quick drink of water. Then we need both dumbbells again, little arm work. So this time, we're just doing alternating bicep curls. So, follow me. We will have dumbbells in each hand, curl one up, and then we're just gonna catch a rhythm where we're alternating up and down. So they're not gonna be at the same place at the same time ever. We're gonna keep them moving. Really good exercise here to think about that constant core engagement. So you've got the rhythm in your arms and we've got time. I want you to think about your core now. So think about pulling your shoulders back and down, pulling your belly button kind of back and up, almost to the back of your rib cage. And you should already feel a core engagement when you do that. But then think about feeling the deepest level of your core, squeezing tight, tight, tight. And hold that tension. You should feel it into your back, in your core, 360 all the way around. And hold that, and then add tension in this bicep curl. Elbows are in tight to our ribs. Good. We've got squat jumps in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Weights go down, and we're in it. If this is too much to jump on ankles, knees, hips, you can always just take the modification to step out side to side. So remember, we're thinking legs here, heart rate going up. To the wall, get there now. So now we have our body set up. We're telling ourselves how to recover while we're in this. I want you to think about your legs now. So I want your feet to be shoulder width apart here. Weights probably in your heels. As you get tired, you're gonna wanna rock to the balls of your feet. That's gonna honestly make it more difficult. But the whole time we're in this, I want you to think about holding resistance in your inner thighs. So think about if I were to put my hand on the outside of your legs and say push, that resistance you would use in your inner thighs to push into my hands, keep that in this wall sit the whole time. So we're really, again, thinking whole leg burn in that wall sit, but we're done. Another round, done. Breathing through. This next exercise, we are gonna be on the ground. You'll want both your dumbbells. Again, little core work, little chest work. So, meet me there. This one I'm gonna wait to start the time because I think this exercise is very important and I want us to get the full time doing it. So, 2 parts. Dead bug we've done before. So, we're gonna have our, lift our feet up, shins parallel to the ceiling. Then we're gonna have our weights even with our chest, palms facing our knees. So the first part of this movement, which isn't even a movement, is holding resistance. So this whole exercise, like I said, we're holding resistance in that bicep curl. Think about pushing your palms and knees together, but you're not. But like you're trying to hold something between them. So that engages your core instantly. Always engage there. Then from there, we move opposite arm, opposite leg, straight back to the ground. It hovers. We pull back up to center. We go opposite way, up to center, and then we do a chest press. So we'll drop our elbows to the ground, push up with our chest, reset, lower, lower, chest press. You get the gist. But again, we're thinking core resistance, and then we're adding resistance to it. It's not that we are flat in our core and then get it engaged. No, it's engaged all the time, and then we are tapping into it even more. Sorry, that one was a little bit of lull in explanation, but we are starting now. So remember, pushing, resistance. Then we lower, lift, chest press. Go again. Your leg and arm, I want to straighten and reach out as far as possible. And feel those lats. So underneath your armpits engage. Feel that core work for you as it lengthens those abs. And then tap into those abs to squeeze the weight in your leg back up. We're here for 30 more seconds. Stay in it. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Don't forget the chest press in there. We're almost there, and weights go down. We have mountain climbers this time. Let's go. High plank. And we drive our knees. Push yourself. Lift that heart rate. You got it. We're already halfway through this. Three, 2, 1, to the wall. Those legs are gonna start to feel the burn here, but we tap in mentally. Don't let yourself come up out of this. Hold yourself accountable in this wall sit to being low, to being at 90 degrees, to not creeping up every round. Holding it, holding resistance in your core, holding resistance in your legs. Shoulders staying pulled back against the wall. We have got this. Stay in it here. Feel nice and strong. Know that you could do this for 45 minutes if we had to. Maybe we will. Not this class. Next class. Relax. Excellent. Another round done. We're about to double up on those legs this time. So we have goblet, squat, hold. So you'll want one weight here. If your weights are light, you can take 2. But for setup here, we're gonna hold that weight under our chin. We're gonna set ourselves up in our squat position and then just turn our toes up. So this is our goblet squat. So what we're gonna do is squat down, except at the bottom, we're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1, explosive up, glute squeeze, we lower. 3, 2, 1, explosive up. Remember those toes are turned out here. Hold, 3, 2, 1, push up through your heels, glute squeeze at the top. 3, 2, 1, up. And up. So we're really loading these quads up here, especially as we lower. We're feeling tension building them. We're holding, pushing up, and as we push up, we tap into those glutes to drive us up, be explosive on our way up. But then we're just asking those legs to do a little extra work in this isometric hold, which they already have been doing all day, and they're gonna keep doing. So we're gonna feel a wall sit this time, for sure. Oh, and we're also doing squat jacks this time. Lots of legs, lots of legs. Hold for 3, 2, 1, push up, down, 3, 2, 1, push up. This is our last one, down, 3, 2, 1, push up, weight down, right away. We're into those squat jacks again. Push yourself, get that heart rate up. No, we don't have tons and tons of cardio today. We're thinking strength, strength, basically, all day to the wall. Hey legs, you feel them. You know they're there right now. You know they're working. We got this though. Woo! Yeah, we'll feel this tomorrow, but we love it. Sink yourself down a little bit. Think about your core. Is it where it should be? Is the weight in your heels? Are your shoulders pulled back? Woo! Stay in this. We're breathing through it. Good. Excellent work. We're halfway through. Get a quick little sip of water. Then we're on our backs again. Again, core workout here. So, jackknives, knife jacks, you know, I don't get them. But what we're gonna do is alternate legs and crunch up to touch our pinky toe on that leg. So, you can mirror me for a little or watch me if you need to, then mirror me, but we're off, so one leg comes up, we lay all the way back down, we crunch and reach. For the opposite, well, I guess not really because both hands go, but both hands go to that pinky toe. We're pulling ourselves up with our core here. As always, when we're laying ourselves back down, we're controlling it, and we control it with our core still. Halfway through. We got it. Push. Think abs, abs, abs. 30 more seconds. Stay with it. Keep reaching, keep pulling. We've got mountain climbers this time. And you'll meet me there in 10, less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers, my friends. Get into them right away. I'm gonna do cross body this time, just to mix it up. Take it where you want it. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. To the wall. Woo! Let's go. Get into it. Embrace it. Know what's happening. Woo! Feeling good? Thinking about your breathing here. All 10 toes are pointed forward. You can hold your arms out in front of you, get a little shoulder burn. See if you can do it. Add some resistance in there. Stay in this. We're almost there. Excellent. So if you have the option for this next one, if you have really light weights, like 1, 2, I don't even know, maybe 3 pounds, you can take them, but you definitely don't need weights for this one. We're just, I'll show you guys this one before I start the time because it's new, but we're just tapping in the different parts of that shoulder here and trying to get full strength in that socket. So they're called IYTs. And if you can guess, you're gonna try and make each letter with your arms. So what we're gonna do is just hinge at our hips. This just gives us a little bit better range of motion. We can really start to feel our backs. So with our arms hanging down, we lift, thumbs up, and our biceps come by our ears. We're at eyes. Then we come down, out to the side, 45 degrees for Ys, down to center, and then out for a T. Each time our thumbs are up, and we're thinking about squeezing between our shoulder blades, and you're gonna feel it at different points. So that I is at the very top of our shoulders. The Y we should feel in the middle, and the T is gonna feel more mid-back. So we're moving through those 3, IYT, IYT, nice, slow, squeezing at each position, trying to straighten those arms. You're gonna feel it in your shoulders. You can absolutely add weight, but I promise it's gonna get heavy way quicker than you think. I mean, at least for me, it does, but that doesn't mean it will for you. So after that, we have squat jacks and back to the wall. We're on round 7. Let's go. We're hinged at our hips, siping in our knees. I, Y, T. Nice, slow. You're in control here. Working on all around shoulder strength here. pretty good shoulder mobility here. I have horrible shoulder mobility because of, like I was talking about at the beginning of class, softball. Got some stuff jacked up in there. So this is honestly just a good exercise for me to do every day, but I don't. And if you have shoulder issues, I know someone here does, this is awesome to do to strengthen those small muscles in there while working through different ranges of motion. Remember, we're thinking about squeezing those shoulder blades. We go straight out, 45 degrees, and then teed out straight. You got this. And the awesome part is we're set up to go right into squat jacks. So let's do it. Push. We're almost done. This is our second to last time doing squat jacks, if that's any kind of motivation. To the wall, my friends. Our very good friend today, the wall. Catch yourself up here. Talk yourself through it. If you want, you could even do your IYPs here against the wall. Double whammy 'em. Just an option. We're almost there. Stay in it all. Embrace it. We're all going through it right now. Boom. Round 7, check it done. Get a quick drink of water. Then we're in side plank leg raises. Oop, I almost dropped my water. So I'll switch us at the halfway mark here. 2 options. Well, you probably have more than 2 options, but it may be easier here to set yourself up on your side plank, up on your knee. So you're on the palm of your hand, knees under hip, and you're really gonna feel this tap into your oblique. So we're gonna lift, lift, and honestly, this is probably where I'm gonna stay, but I want you to take this variation if you can. We'll get in a low side plank, lift, and lift, lift, lift. Same premise. So we're obviously thinking oblique is pulling us up off this ground. This hip isn't dipping. So core is engaged. This oblique is pulling hip off the ground. Then we say, oh, hey, glute, lift our leg up. We have 45 seconds on each side here. Let's start. Take it where you need it, but I want you to be feeling it where you should. Your obliques should be on fire. Stay with it. 45 seconds each side. Lift those hips up. We're almost to the halfway mark. Good, switch sides. With that leg that is lifting, think about pulling your toe in towards your shin and then point it down towards the ground. You're really gonna feel that. Isolate those glutes, and oh yeah, you'll feel the burn. Stay in this for 10 more seconds. Then we have the dreaded mountain climbers. Good, meet me there. Hands under shoulders. We drive, push here. Most amount of mountain climbers you've done right here. Let's go. Stay in it. Push, push, push. You got this. You know what time it is. Get there. Get there fast. Get down in it. No way those legs shouldn't feel this by now. We've tapped into everything. Our quads, our hamstrings, glutes, hip flexors. You should feel this everywhere. Maybe even in your calves with the jumping. Soak it in, because we're still doing it. All the way from. We're almost done. Really good news is we have one more round of jump squats, one more round of mountain climbers, and only 2 more minutes of wall sits when, if you compare it to how much you've done, should be a breeze. Relax, into round 8, and we're gonna scream at those legs one more time. We have already all the high pulls. You're gonna want both your weights here. And we are starting. So, feet shoulder width apart. We're hinging at our hips, weights close to our shin. As we stand, we guide with our elbows. Tapping into our traps. Core stays engaged. Weight stays in our heels. No, well, you'll have a small bend in your knees. I don't want to say no, but we're thinking about hinging at our hip, creating length in our hamstrings for that hamstring to fire, pull us upright, and then we do a high pull, leading with our elbows. Feel the transfer of energy all through your back. So we're building tension. As we hinge, we create tension to stand up, and that is felt into our low back, mid back, and then we tap into our upper back here to do these high pulls up by our neck. Stay in this for 15 more seconds, then weights go down for our last and best round of squat jumps. I know they're loved. Weights down. Let's do it. Push it. Halfway. Keep going. Touch the floor. Make those feet move quick under you, even though your legs are tired. To the wall. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Just get into it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Maybe we do some calf raises here. Or you hold your arms out. Or maybe you just sit in it and you say, this is enough. And good, it should be enough. Stay with it. We're almost there. And then we're in our last round. and relax. Quick sip of water if you need it. And we will be on our backs, ending with a little core work. So this is a Pilates move, this roll up, but I know we've done it. And so what we'll do is we lay straight back. We think about engaging our lats. So you may pull your shoulders down a little bit. And then the premise is to tuck that belly button, wrap that deepest layer of your abs, your transverse, and pull yourself up, but your legs aren't gonna lift off the ground. So we're literally peeling ourselves up off the ground, and in one movement, we reach towards our toes, and then we just go the opposite way. I know I say this all the time, but we do it even slower than we come up. So we really are controlling, tucking, holding to lower ourselves down, okay? So it's not some crazy movement. Just think about your abs doing the work. I don't want you pulling yourself up with momentum from your legs, trying to tap into those hip flexors. Make your legs feel like they each weigh 6,000 pounds. And you have to pull yourself up with that core. Arms stay out in front of our chest. Lats stay engaged. So we pull those shoulders down. Woo, yes. Nothing crazy here. But feel like your whole body is controlled by your core right now. And remember that feeling that your core does have the ability to hold yourself steady. And everything will stem off of that. If you're strong there, I promise you, you're strong everywhere. Even if you're like, my arms aren't strong. Your core carries so much in weightlifting, in strength training, in body weight exercises even. If we're strong there, if we can control movements off there, we can do a heck of a lot of stuff. Flip over though. Mountain climbers. Last time. Bust it out right here. Push, push, push. Let's go. And for the last time, get to that wall. Get down into that wall sit. Tell this wall you love it. Thank you for holding you up today. Tell your legs, thank you, I love you. Thank you for holding me up today. And sit down in this last wall sit for 30 more seconds. And if you got it in you like Mary Jean, you can dance here. We are almost there. Sink just a little bit lower. 2 inches for this last 15 seconds. Boom. Done. Woo! Get some water. That is all. No surprises for class today, as bad as I want to. We're done. So, we'll get some water, then we'll stretch it out. All right. We're going to start standing. Because we are standing, let's do our arms, reach one over, pull tight. and switch. Good. Now we'll reach down our back. Pull that elbow. Switch. Good. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Push them up towards the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch down through your armpits, through the sides, and let's wiggle side to side. Woo! And we'll inhale, reach to the center. Nice big exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale, push those hands down through the center and reach for your toes here. And then I want us to go into ragdoll. So you'll put a little bend in your knees. Just let your arms dangle heavy. Maybe you grasp your opposite elbow. You can put a little bit of a sway into your back, into your legs. Head hangs heavy though. We're not carrying any tension through the back of our neck. And as we roll up, we'll do so slowly, feeling a little C travel up our spine as we stretch between each vertebrae. Woo! And when you're ready, we'll hit the flow and start with butterfly. So the soles of our feet connect. Elbows push in the middle in those inner thighs. Now we'll open up those legs. And first we're just gonna reach towards the center. Feel this pull in the back of your legs, maybe in your low back a bit. And then we'll walk our hands back. Sitting up nice and tall, I want you to put your right hand down by your butt. Reach your left hand up and over, but keep those shoulders pulled back. So we're not rounding forward towards our toes. We're pulled back, reaching overhead. And go the other way. Good. And finally, to our back. We're just gonna put our feet together on the ground. Let our legs fall heavy in opposite directions. Feel like there's a zillion pound weights dangling off each knee. Feel those hips open up for you here. And then we'll bring our knees together. We're gonna straighten one leg out and then just squeeze that knee in towards your chest on the opposite leg. You can go out at like 45-ish degrees where it's comfortable, and you may get a little bit of extra stretch in that hip, a little bit of love that you need. Good, and we'll switch. And now we'll pull both in tight. And finally, we'll stack knees over hips, ankles in line with knees. Everything stays glued together. Shoulders stay stuck to the ground. We rotate nice and slow. Oh, side to side. Get that rotation in our spine. We'll go about 3 to 4 each way. And then we can call it an evening. Happy Monday, everyone. Please, please, please stretch more if you need it. Let's all be cognizant of drinking lots of water this week and taking care of ourselves. I'll see you guys on Thursday, okay?